to execute their work properly. Hence, I would like to thank all of you for conducting this investigation in order to ferret the truth concerning the Frigate acquisition project, which I consider as a most significant procurement project and a big capability upgrade in the history of the Philippine Navy. As I have mentioned in similar investigations, before I was relieved as the flag officer in command, I have diligently served the Philippine Navy in various capacities. I was the commander of 2 fleet forces at the Philippine Fleet. I had operational stint as commander of Naval Forces Central in Cebu. At the headquarters of the Philippine Navy, I was the chief of naval staff for a year before I became the vice commander of the Philippine Navy. I returned to the fleet to become its commander, after which I became the commander of Western Command in Palawan. As the flag officer in command of the Philippine Navy, and with the efforts of all fleet and marine units and personnel, the Philippine Navy was given the accolade as the best performing major service for calendar year 2017 by the AFP Inspector General. Since 2013, I have handled other major Philippine Navy modernization projects, like the multi-purpose attack craft Mark III with missiles, which is projected to be completed this year. The Jacinto-class patrol vessel combat systems upgrade, guided by the principles of transparency, integrity, and efficiency in conduct of public procurement and contract implementation. The aforementioned projects were successfully implemented by the Philippine Navy. It was on December 18, 2017, when I received a text message relieving me of my duty as the flag officer in command of the Philippine Navy, allegedly for insubordination and for insisting on Thales Tacticos as the combat management system for the Philippine Navy Frigate. Allow me, please, to reiterate that I have never disobeyed any lawful order of my superior. It was my pure and honest intention to strictly implement the provisions of the frigate contract according to its literal and technical meaning, consistent with the Commission on Audit Rules and Regulations. I am truly touched by the statement of Honorable Senator Lacson when he speaks kindly on how I have performed as an officer of the Philippine Navy. There is nothing sweeter than being recognized of all your sacrifices by an esteemed senator. Please allow me to again quote the good senator when he said that our career ends when we retire. Our character stays up to the day we die. I have treasured my profession the way I do with my name, my family, honor, and reputation. In my entire service to the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine Navy in particular, I have never been accused nor convicted of any malfeasance, misfeasance, and or nonfeasance in the performance of my functions. As regards the issue of insisting on Thales Tacticos as the combat management system of the Philippine Navy Frigate, I vehemently deny this allegation. In the first place, how did Thales Tacticos become involved in the Philippine Navy Frigate acquisition program? To set the records straight, Your Honors, the winning supplier, Hyundai Heavy Industries, or HHI, was the one that offered Thales Tacticos to the DND Philippine Navy during the bidding process. HHI offered to supply 2 brands of makers of the combat management system. First, the Thales Tacticos of Netherlands, and second, Hanwha Thales NS ICMS. During the bidding, HHI never submitted any validity of their bid proposal, neither did they emphasize that in case the Philippine Navy will select Thales Tacticos, the Philippine Navy will shoulder the price difference. It is basic, is the rule in public bidding that the price offered by the bidder is always fixed. Moreover, during the contract implementation, Hyundai Heavy Industries wanted to substitute Hanwha Thales with a different technology, Hanwha system, which was never in the SOBE or in the bidding, not post-qualified, not in the contract, and most especially not compliant with the AFP modernization law requiring that AFP shall procure those defense equipment and critical systems of proven technology. This is the reason why I kept on asking for guidance and clarifications, again, guidance and clarifications from my higher authorities, because I do not want, as the flag officer in command then, for the Philippine Navy officers and staff to face possible graft and corruption charges. In fact, I doubt if the Commission on Audit will allow substantial variance in the contract after award, especially if it is disadvantageous to the DND Philippine Navy. Your Honors, in less than a week, I will be a civilian again. While the promise of life after retirement excites me, there is no greater joy than being able to represent the interests of the men and women of the Philippine Navy. We have worked very hard to raise the level of professionalism in the entire organization. The recognition bestowed by the AFP Inspector General to the Philippine Navy as the best performing major service in calendar year 2017 is the result of all their collective contributions. In summary, I would like to thank this committee for providing a venue to present information on the Frigate acquisition project. The Frigate is not only a symbol that represents our nation's commitment to modernize our military service, it goes beyond that. The Frigate will be our first line of maritime defense in protecting our sovereignty and maintaining peace and order to our maritime nation. The moment our sailors step into the warship, they become one with it. All their senses are integrated, man and machine, to make sure that the Philippine Navy execute the mandate to protect our seas. It behooves us to provide them with a warship that will not only allow delivery of the mandate, but will also protect the lives of the sailors tasked to sail and operate it. As the previous void, and now a soon-to-retire senior Navy officer, it is imperative upon me to help the Philippine Navy maintain its course in building a strong and credible Navy that our maritime nation will be proud of. Again, I would like to thank you for this opportunity to speak as an officer of the Philippine Navy. It's been an honor to have served with all of you. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Thank you, Congressman Galeano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Nabanggit ko po kanina na yung pinakasentro